So this is interesting. First, in Don's defense, I think he's been getting a lot of flack for this, and he's doing a 2-hour game. He's just freestyling it. Like, this is not, he didn't write a book about this, you know what I mean? But like, and shout to him, he's a great announcer. But I do want to ask you the question. He's not alone in feeling like this. What do you think about James Harden and the Rockets' style of play?
I feel like Don MacLean, NBA vet, every NBA vet deserves respect. He had high doses of sodium, a little salty, almost seemed like a hater. And I'm not going to hold it against him because I do broadcast games and I understand how hard it is, especially when you're down 25, down big, and you're trying to fill time. But you should also recognize that as much as it's hard to watch, quote unquote, James Harden play, he's equally dominant. And he does it not necessarily because he wants to. I know he's happy with this season, but it's more so because he had to. Chris Paul out 24 games, puts up 42 points in that time span, and also leads the Rockets back to the top of the West in the standings. 36 points per game. The next biggest margin was back with Michael Jordan days. I'm talking about 36 points, 8 points ahead of the guy number 2. It's unreal what he's doing. And I think number 2 is Paul George at like 20-something, 28, like 36 points per game. You have to show respect to the man. Now, I get it, guys. It's a lot to watch. Dribble, 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 step back. Dribble, 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 between the legs, behind the back, foul shot. I get it. It's not necessarily fun. But watch how he revolutionized the game. Oh, that's not a word, I don't know. Look how he changed the game with the side step back, the step back, and also realizing that, hey, it's an advantage to draw fouls. I understand you may not like it. I understand that players may not respect it, but it gets the job done. And if you heard sound from his team this past a week or so, everyone believes that they can win in the playoffs. And I think we're going to see James Harden actually take a step forward in the playoffs. Not necessarily maybe beating the Warriors, but he will continue to produce. I think it was a little shady, but we will forgive.
Like, I understand the point he's trying to make. Like, I would rather watch a team come up and have a 9-pass possession that leads to a layup because it was a beautifully constructed play. Like, I get that that's the beautiful game, but what he's doing isn't just manipulating referees to get fouls. Like the step back threes that you mentioned, it is like a new evolution of the game, the way he does that. His passing, he is an excellent passer. Yes, he's in isolation a lot. Yes, he does get to the foul line a lot, but he's also proven that he is an excellent, excellent passer. My question for you, who's someone who is a professional basketball player, how frustrating is it when you're defending somebody and they're sort of more trying to manipulate the ref to get a foul than actually trying to score?
You know, the thing is, you have to put that in the scouting report. I guarantee you James Harden went into the offseason and said, I'm going to find every trick to get to the free throw line. And good for you. No one has done it until he has. And that's not a fault on him. It's a fault on us. Also, as a player, if I'm playing against James Harden, I'm going to know his tendencies. Maybe I won't reach at all. And I know that will put me in problems, especially in single coverage. Maybe I'll have my hands straight up, or maybe I'll play defense off to the side, shading his left side. Hopefully you can slow him down. The only way you can stop James Harden is if you force the ball out of his hands. And so that's not a foul call, that's more defensive strategy. And I think that's what more people should be focusing on. Now, if the Rockets are knocking down shots, that's the best game strategy for them. For defenses, though, you want to force the Rockets to knock down shots. They're a make-or-miss team more so than anybody else in this league.